Have you heard the one about the multinational corporation that stripped natural resources from the ground with no concern for the land or local people?
Excellent.
You know, the one whose headquarters always seems to be located above the law? Of course you have. It's a story we've all heard far too often, but every once in a while, a David comes along and defeats Goliath. This is that kind of story. In this instance, the hero is a courageous woman named Joanna Manu who lives in Ghana.
I went on a trip around the western region with Hannah Owusu-Korinteng. She introduced me to Joanna Manu.
But first, let's take a step back. Ever since man first found gold, we've been relentlessly searching for more of it, sometimes with pans and streams, other times by less subtle means. The bulk of the world's gold is embedded deep down in the ground.
If you are in the way of a big open pit mine, it can change your whole life, change your whole village.
And to reach and refine it, mining companies use dynamite, cyanide, and lots of other things you'd rather not have in your backyard, especially when you have nothing to gain from the mining.
And just as we care about where our coffee comes from, we should care about where our gold comes from, and where our oil comes from, and under what conditions those commodities are being produced.
The big mines are owned by huge global corporations, so even when mining companies extract vast mineral wealth from the land, few locals see any profits, and people like Joanna Manu are often left worse off.
Joanna was with a group of other activists, and she told me a kind of an amazing story.
Joanna went to work on her farm only to be met by security from the mining company and local police who arrested her for trespassing. Trespassing on her own property.
When your land is taken from you, you will be jobless and you will not get money to feed your family.
Most would have packed their bags and left, but not Joanna. Lucky for her, she'd received training from a local group that Oxfam funded about her rights as a landowner, and she stood her ground by fighting back, big time. They hauled her in front of a judge, but she defended herself and won. And she didn't stop there. She wanted to help other people defend their rights, so she ran for public office, and she won that too.
When someone gets knowledge, you become empowered. And when you become empowered, you can stand up and fight for your rights.
Oxfam helped Joanna get the tools that she needed to take on the big guys, unleashing her inner David. But Joanna's not the only David out there. We've all got that inside of us. Yes, that means you.
I think we can't forget that Americans have a lot of power through our purchases, through our voting, and through our activism.
You hold a lot of power, more than you even know. Your voice and consumer choices are among the fiercest weapons in the universe. And if you wield wisely, you can really, actually, definitely make this world a much better, fairer, happier place. You can right all kinds of wrongs. Sound airy-fairy? It's not. It's actually really easy to help. See for yourself. Go to oxfamamerica.org. We'll show you that you already have the power inside you. We will provide you with the information and simple tools that you need to act. Go on. Unleash your inner David.